At what point did they shoot your dad?
The time that they shoot my dad, I see my daddy with my 2 naked wire eyes.
Did they shoot him with gun?
Yes.
How many times?
2 times. They shooting the first one and say Jesus. If not, the first one did not enter him, and they're shooting the second one. That's how he died.
How many? You said you were singing in the farm.
Yes.
That was how they now heard your noise.
Yes. When I come from my father's back, come out. My mom said Jesus. That these people is kidnappers, they tell us to shut up our mouth. We say okay. My mom start begging them. My daddy start begging. They say no, we should keep quiet. It's okay.
So at what point did they shoot your dad? At what point did they shoot your dad?
The time that they shoot my dad, I see my daddy with my 2 naked wire eyes.
Did they shoot him with gun?
Yes.
How many times?
2 times. They're shooting the first one and say Jesus. If not, the first one did not enter him, and they're shooting the second one. That's how he died.
How many are they?
There are 5 in numbers.
What do they look like? Who are they like? Who do you think they are?
Fulani.
They are Fulani people.
Yes.
They were carrying gun.
Yes.
So I mean, your dad and who again? Your mom, you and who again were they holding? How many people were they holding again apart from you and your brother and your mother?
2 people inside the bush. They dropped 2 people inside the bush. They're not carrying us to come meet them. They're very keen my dad.
When they kidnapped them again? Huh? When they kidnapped them?
Nah.
On Saturday?
Yes. You do what we do every minute.
Yeah, I go down there. All right, this is Ibuluku, you know. For the past 2 months now, Fulani herdsmen have taken over our land, our community, and they kidnap and they kill our sons and daughters. So this is just part of it. On Saturday, this man is a security man, is a vigilante man. He was kidnapped and it's crazy, man.
All right. The video you just watched is the courtesy of Harrison Guam issue on Facebook. A lot of people from, I think, from the South knows Harrison because he's a human rights activist and he's an advocate against violence and both domestic violence and abuses. And he has been doing a great job. And recently he has been focusing on the issue of kidnapping that is ravaging in Delta North. Now, the Fulanese, especially the Fulani terrorists, they have declared war. Okay, this is a declaration of war, and it didn't start today. Okay, so the message is simple. It's not everything we'll be putting on social media, because before someone will come from anywhere they are coming from, I don't know, to your ancestral land, and just start killing your people for nothing, they have prepared that there will be war. Okay, so there is no going back to it. So I won't say so many things on social media anyway, but they are going to lose more. Okay, the reason why I said they are going to lose more because there will not be mercy. Okay, even though you are pushing a goat or you are pushing a sheep, there will be, to a certain extent, you will push the person will stop seeking for peace and they will face you. And we are at the point of Rubicon where there is no going back. You know, I do tell people that everything I do say on this platform will always come to manifest, because I am saying from my experience. I am saying from the reality on ground. I am not just saying because of social media issue, I just want to talk. No. See, everything, if you have been following me, if you watch my videos from last year to this year, you will understand that there is nothing happening today that I did not pre-inform you. But the good news here is that all these things, it took time to wake people up, but people are already awake. So it's not everything we are going to be posting on social media. If you do anything to us, we'll post it on social media. But when we do against you, because you are a terrorist, we won't post it. You get why? Okay? So anything we do against you, we are not going to post it. There is a reason why. From last 10 years up to today, there have been a systematic approach of moving down from Sokoto, from Borno, from Plateau, down to the southern part of the country. We were asking, what is the reason for this thing? Why is it that the government is not serious, going after these people? At the end, we discovered that all this thing is just for Islamization agenda. That is just it. That the people who are even supporting them are in government. The head of Nigeria Intelligence Agency said so. That the people who are supporting all these people are in the government. So, little wonder you see, if we sometimes, when this thing started, if you hold them, you capture them alive, because they are just small, just because people never wanted to be violent. Okay, when we capture them, most of them, we capture them alive and take it to police. The following day, you won't hear about the case. Where are they? Police must have, leave them. Okay, they say it came from above and blah 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 blah. But the people started thinking, what is wrong with us? God is the ultimate judge. Okay, so when we see them, you send them to God for judgment. There is no two ways about that. Let's see how many they are. If they die, let them be using Dangote trailer to transport them down. They will come, they won't go. Enough is enough. Look at what they are doing to people. Let me tell you, you see that young boy? He saw his father, how everything transpired. The boy will grow up with hatred, animosity. The boy will grow up, when he sees terrorists, he will not have mercy. And they don't deserve mercy. You see, there is no human being who has feeling, who is not a carnivorous animal, will not see all this thing going on and not shake his head in pity. It is terrible. Okay, it is terrible. But it's a promise. I want to let you people know that something is being done about it. Yeah, something is being done about it. And from now to next few months to come, it's going to be battle to battle. There is no two ways about it. You see, the battle of life, of conquest, does not start today. It started right from time, even before the Britain came. When the Britain came, they fought people, they fought territories, and the fight is still on today. Okay? The fight is still on today. Nigeria will never be sustainable. Nigeria will never be sustainable. This country must be divided. It is matter of time. People won't understand what we're saying now. But this country must be divided. If they do not divide this country, everybody will die. Both the Fulanis, everybody, both the terrorists. When I mean Fulanis, I'm not talking about people who are not terrorizing, okay? Solely people who are terrorizing. They all will die. Physically, but otherwise, they are going to die. Okay? There is no two ways about it. Yesterday, the DSS chief told us that community mobilizing is very important. How people kill Boko Haram, that made Boko Haram not to come to their village again. That people should do the same. We hear him. Very fine. It's just a direct message. And it's a promise. We promise the DSS chief that we'll respond exactly as he said. This is evil. It should be condemned. It should be condemnable. You don't see all these things on the news media. But everybody is just talking about the 16 persons that were killed in Uromi. Stop parading your guns. We see you with gun, you are gone. We don't want to know whether you register it in the north, bringing it to kill people. Okay? If we see you with knife, you are gone.